Welcome everyone back to F1 FC Life, where today we're going to be talking about the Formula One 2021 Drivers' Championship predictions. And today I'll be joined, as always, with my good friend. But before we start, I gotta, we gotta apologize for not uploading on the halftime. Some personal issues, and also, thank you for helping us to reach the magic 100 views. But anyways, I'll let my companion take over.
Thank you. Hello, guys, and welcome back to F1 FC. So, yeah, thank you for 104 views on our recent video. I think it was top 10. Was it top 10 players of all time, or was it?
Yeah, I think it was the Premier League greatest players of all time. I think, yeah.
Yeah. And so this video will be saying our F1 drivers championship for this season. And our last video, we done the constructors, and now we're going to do drivers. And can we just say, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, because it will hopefully by the end of the year we'll have like 9 subscribers. So that could be good if we have 9 subscribers.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah, 9 subscribers is the goal. So first drivers we have got.
Nikita Mazepin, P20. And that's, well, just generally, obviously not got no experience in, well, what we think is going to be the slowest car for next season. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the two main factors. And P19.
Oh, sorry,
That's
P19
fine. It's fine.
is Kimi Räikkönen. And just because, oh no, sorry, my bad.
Latifi.
Oh, I'm a stinker. Oh, I meant I mean, just because last season didn't really have a decent season, and I still think he have a bad season again, and that's really all I've got to all say about it.
He's got to grow. He's really got to get experience, and he got dominated by Russell as well.
Yeah, he did. Well, Russell, we know he's got to go Mercedes next year.
Surely, obviously, that's going to be in our upcoming videos.
Yeah,
so stay tuned.
And yeah, click the subscribe and the bell. What's it called? The
bell. I always forget the name. The ringing bell.
No notification. So you know when
of course.
And in 18th place we have
Mick Schumacher, the son of legendary Formula One driver and 7-time world champion with 91 victories, Michael Schumacher. Mick, obviously, historically, he's usually started the season slow and not really being impressive. Only reason we're saying P18, obviously, Haas going to build another horrendous car, and again, no experience. But in the coming seasons, I think we can see Mick do some really good drives. Anyways, on to P17 in the championship. We have
Giovinazzi. Well, I don't really have nothing to say about him. He's just Giovinazzi, really. He does his own thing, drives the car. I just think
finishes behind Raikkonen.
Yeah, behind Raikkonen, and I think he's just an average F1 driver.
Do you think he'll ever get that Ferrari seat?
That is a violation to Ferrari.
They're going through some tough times. You never know.
Comparing him and linking him to Ferrari, Giovinazzi is just a violation to them. So oh, this good. Anyway, so in 17th or
16th,
sorry, we have Raikkonen.
the flying Finn. You know, it's been. We think also this is going to be his last season as well because well, he's been in F1 how many years? 18, 19, 20 years now,
19.
and counting. 19 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
counting, and it's like he never seems to age. He just could he
And
race forever?
there's this thing on Instagram, and it's comparing him to 20 years ago, and he hasn't actually changed. His hair hasn't changed. Like, it's not gone grey. It's just stayed the same.
Yeah, we might send you. We might, you know, even have the picture in the video. You know, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raikkonen. Anyways, onto the on track stuff. You know, every single year he's just doing what he needs to do. You know, he's beating Giovinazzi. He's being the team leader. And I think for next year, personally, I think they need to drop Giovinazzi and maybe put in someone like Callum Ilott into the car, just to gain a bit of experience next to the Flying Finn. You know.
Yeah, and so the next one we have is George Russell. I mean, I mean, George Russell. He is talented, obviously, as we've seen in Mercedes. He was unlucky to get first place, but you know, I can't
It
remember.
is what it is.
I can't actually. What happened to him? Did he have a punch or something?
Yeah, first time they had they got the wrong tires with Valtteri, and then when he was making his way back through the grid, you know, chasing Checo, he got a puncher.
Oh no! Yeah, I can't. Oh, how would it feel? It wouldn't be nice. Just
Yeah.
I would generally sack the engineers, honestly.
You know, they never make any mistakes, and then the one time Lewis is not there, you know, the one time George can win a race
Yeah,
in his Mercedes
it's so
debut, it all tumbles down
yeah. But
like they were bribes.
in it, hopefully next season it'll be a Mercedes. Then we can see because Hamilton hopefully will go. Personally, I think he will go. What do you think?
That's in a future video, as we've said, you know.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Anyways, P14, we have the young, talented Japanese driver in Yuki Tsunoda. And
Why?
well, we
That's just.
think, huh?
I said that's just lucky. Not lucky. That's just a pot luck. Why Sonoda?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say maybe he needs a bit more experience in F2, but
He's only had
personally, I think, you know, Yuki, the first, you know, it was his first season in F2 and he did pretty well. Apparently, that if there was no sprint race, I think he would have won the championship. Obviously, that's just speculation, but
There's sprint races in F1 now.
yeah, they're talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think. Well, I hope it's not going to be in, but
Nah. But anyway, Sonoda, yeah. I think he's got a fast car, but he just needs time to get into a car and just race around a track. He just needs time.
I mean, we'll see this season, anyways, whether he's really a flop or whether he can carry on driving like in F2. Like personally, I like Yuki Tsunoda. You know, I'm a fan of him. Every single time I play F1 2020 on the F2 mode, I always pick Yuki.
Yeah.
So,
No. So the 10th one, is it 10th? Are we on 10?
no, in 13th.
Okay.
Esteban Ocon.
Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon. Ocon. I mean, he's just, I don't know, he's just a driver like Giovinazzi.
I
He's
mean,
got,
it's one of those drivers that, if this year is going to be a big one because he got stomped on by Danny Rick
yeah,
last
and
season.
yeah, Ocon, I don't think he's all right, but I just don't think he's good.
He's
Uh,
not the same as when he was at Racing Point or Force India, as they were called back then. You know, it's not the
no,
same.
But he has got some talent in him, I guess. He got one podium, I think.
Yeah, Sakir. That saved his career, personally. I think if he hadn't got that podium, Lundgaard, who else? And Joe,
Yeah,
could potentially have been in that seat.
yeah, that's true. No, so anyway, back into 12th. Is it 12th?
Yeah, 12th, Lance Stroll.
Daddy's money.
Yeah, daddy's cash. Anyways, Lance, he's either going to have one really, really good race, he had a few, to name a few, Sakir, Turkey even managed to get that pole position. Where else? Monza, he got a podium there. He either has a really good race or a really bad race, and that's what really messed up, his 2020 season. It was that he was consistently inconsistent. Just he couldn't string a good run of form, a good run of points, which is why, well, personally, before this season, I thought that he should be out of F1, but this year showed that he actually has, some talent inside him, and 2021 is going to be massive because obviously he's going to be going against the four-time world champion in Sebastian Vettel.
And that is, Vettel. I think he's past his. I think he's past his sell-by date. He,
Yeah,
he
he's
needs
out
to
of
get
date.
he needs to get reduced. But anyway, is it 10th? I'm not.
11th, Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, we've got Gasly. Well, Gasly. I'm struggling.
I mean, he won last season, won a race.
Memorable season for him, I think.
Horrible.
Hmm?
Did you say horrible or great?
Memorable.
Oh, memorable.
I thought he said horrible. I thought horrible. What you say? Yeah, he's had a few ups and downs, but he has won a won the league. Not the league. He's won a title. No, not a title. He's won the race.
In
And
an Alpha Tauri as well. Like, it was so ironic that he won in an Alpha Tauri where in 2008 Sebastian Vettel managed to do the same thing. So,
yeah,
but apart from just winning the race, his comeback to Formula One, sort of, since he was dropped in 2019 by Red Bull, he's just been on the up. Like that podium first in Brazil, that's what I think he really sparked. Gasly, and that gave him the confidence for this year, putting in consistent drives, battling with the Ferraris constantly, battling in the midfield, destroying Kvyat. I think it all started from that one podium.
yeah. That's true. And 1 second. But anyway,
Anyways, we're at 10th place, Sebastian Vettel.
Vettel, yeah. Well, Vettel. He just Vettel. He just yeah, like we said, he's past the start-by date.
Yeah, he's out of date. Like his hair as well. His hair is also out of date, I think.
Out of date. It's ancient. It's gone. It's
I
gone.
might be looking like Prince Harry or
What is going
Prince
on?
William. I don't know.
Imagine if Vettel sees this. What's going on?
Well, I mean, you know, I can give him a bit of hope. That he's going into a fresh environment. Remember,
Yeah.
back in 2015 when he left Red Bull to go to Ferrari after being dominated by a younger teammate in Danny Rick. After he
Yeah.
went to Ferrari, he even won his second race in red. He won it in Malaysia.
Yeah, that's true. But
2016 was not the best year. 2017 and 2018 personally, I think that 2018 Ferrari was better than the 2018 Mercedes. But obviously, with Sebastian, after his Hockenheim Grand Prix, since then he's just been on a mental downfall, I feel.
Yeah, and I just don't think he has it in him to just be competitive anymore. I just think,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't think he has it in him. But next in ninth, is it ninth?
yeah. Ninth, Fernando Alonso.
The experienced driver.
Yeah, I mean Fernando, he'll be coming back after a few years hiatus,
Yeah.
and well, we don't think that he's going to be at his, at his best, like in 2005, 2006, even 2012.
Yeah,
When
that's true.
when he was at his peak.
And obviously he's now in the Alpine.
Yeah, Alpine.
Alpine. I can't say it right. Alpine. And, I mean, they've got a good car.
It's
They,
gonna be, I don't know. It's hard to say. Either Alpine, sorry, are gonna build, a car slightly better than this year,
yeah,
or they're gonna make a car completely horrible and you know just be focusing about 2022, because obviously it's the rule changes. Alonso, he said, well, I think he said something about 2022 being the big season, the big year.
yeah,
That's the
and
one that is really that really matters to him, because 2021, that's just like the warm up.
just yeah, and then the 2022 is the 22 is the match. That's the match, and then full time's 2024. I think.
Yeah, when he retires again.
Yeah. Anyway, in eighth we have
Charles
Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Yeah. I don't know. He just.
Should I talk about Charles?
Oh, sorry, I can't then. Yeah, Leclerc. I mean, he he has good drive. He has been good driver, but he just. I don't know. He's a weird guy. He is not in personality, just for racing. You don't know if he's
You
going to
think
come
so?
middle or first.
I mean,
So
personally, I think that last year Charles had. I mean, he outdrove the car, but that's because apparently Ferrari were building a car just around Leclerc. They were like, Sebastian, you're going in the bin. We just care about Charles. And if that is true, then Science will get beaten by Leclerc. However, we think that's not true. We think that Sebastian just had a really bad season, and well, Leclerc just managed to beat Sebastian, and well, you're gonna see what we think about Science in a minute.
but yeah, that's all I've got to say about Leclerc. Anything you got to say?
Yeah, that's all I think.
Yeah. So in
Yeah.
seventh we have Carlos Sainz. I mean, it could be controversial between Norris and Sainz. It could be
Even Leclerc and Science.
in it, but it's hard to know at this point because it's about testing. I mean, Schumacher, he could have a car and a half. We don't know that, and Hamilton just could, you know, just could bottle it.
Let's
But
hope not.
yeah,
There I am on the defensive.
yeah, Sainz is a good driver. He is solid. I think for McLaren, he was a good driver last season for them. How many podiums did he get? At
I
least,
think was it just one. Yes, I think Science got one, and
yeah,
then Norris got one, obviously in Austria.
yeah. I think he could have done more, but it was weird because last season it was only limited races, so you didn't get the full.
23 race calendar as we have this
Yeah,
season.
you had like races at same places 2 weeks in a row, and it's just yeah. I think we didn't see much of what Sainz could have done, but I mean, he did show what he could do there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, what have you got to say?
Like as you said, he showed what he has. Obviously, his rally skills from his father, Carlos Sainz Senior, really helped him in Portimao. I think. Obviously, he had that really good start, even in leading the race at one stage. In front of both black arrows, should I say? But yeah, he showed what he's got. I think he's worthy of beating taking that Ferrari team into his own hands, and well, we'll just have to see what Carlos Sainz can do this season. It's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
it's gonna be interesting to see how Ferrari's car is this season compared to last season. It depends if it's gonna be worse or better, and
Yeah,
like
true.
they might focus on Leclerc more.
Or even on 2022,
Yeah, they might just have a stinker.
deliberately.
I don't. Yeah. Anyway, in sixth we have
Lando Norris.
yeah. He's been he's not experienced, but he's had experience. So he knows like the tracks and he knows the corners and everything, which I
He's
think is a
getting
big
to grip as well.
yeah. And I think also um, in the you know new engine, it could be like proper rapid, but we don't know.
Mercedes engine.
Yeah, and I think Ricardo's boosted 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 McLaren's popularity
Mojo. Yeah, yeah.
as well, which is a good thing. And then who else we got in sixth we've got
P5.
five.
P5. Sergio Perez.
Yeah,
And we've put Sergio Perez P5 just because that Red Bull has been a bit, the second Red Bull car has been a bit shifty in the past, obviously, since Rick Bobby left in 2018. 2019, obviously, Gasly getting kicked out of Red Bull, then putting in Albon. Albon, personally, I think that he had a pretty good end of 2019,
yeah,
but 2020, obviously, we saw how that ended up, and it was 1 year for him to forget. Really, I think that's if he needs a really good DTM season for him to be in contention. In F1 actually, not only Red Bull. But anyways, we're talking about Paris here, and we think that he's going to be P5 because obviously, as we said, that Red Bull car is a bit shifty. However, he won't struggle as badly as Alex Albon just because of Checo's experience, and people say he's built in traction control. Not his car, himself. So it'll be interesting. I
yeah.
hope he does better than fifth, but we'll see.
Yeah. So in fourth we have Danny Rick.
The, the honey badger himself.
I know. I mean, I think he's a top driver for me. He's probably one of my favourite. He probably could win the world championship when Hamilton's gone. Hopefully,
Let's hope that Hamilton never leaves.
no. Hopefully Hamilton leaves. He's wrecking F1. I think he's just F1's born. But anyway, Ricardo, he's a top driver. He's just one of those drivers that if you have him in your team, then it's just a good thing to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like buying a player, which is like buying Bruno Fernandez.
On the free, on the free, on the
What did you
free.
say?
I said buying Bruno on a free transfer. Anyway,
Yeah, but
so it's fourth, and now into third place we have.
Valtteri Bottas.
Wow, he's so overrated, honestly.
But
Personally,
he's either really overrated or Could you call him underrated, or is it really that bad?
He's alright. He's not the best, but he's a bit overrated.
In 2017, his first year at Mercedes, obviously he had those really good years from 2014 to 2016 at Williams. In 2017, I think, I thought that he did really well. 2018, obviously he got fifth in the Drivers' Championship.
He's just a good driver, I think. He's not a good driver. He's just a good driver. I don't know. I'm just waffling that time. He's I don't know what to say. You can carry on.
You can't really call him a young driver now. Verstappen. He's had a few seasons in F1. And he's a proven race winner. But whether Red Bull can give him the car and whether Red Bull's the right place for Max Verstappen to be at, to win a world championship, that's probably the biggest question. Because
Yeah.
obviously we're going to make our video, which we've been taunting the viewers with, about Mercedes seat. But if one of those drivers, whether Hamilton retires or Bottas gets dropped, everyone's talking about George Russell. Hold on a minute. Don't forget about Max Verstappen. Like, Mercedes are up there, and Max Verstappen is also up there. So, that would be a perfect place for Verstappen to go.
Yeah. That's all. I can't really say anything because, I just at this time, I think
It's hard to say.
Yeah, Verstappen. I think he's got good ability.
Yeah, definitely. Max, even at his Toro Rosso days, that's why they picked him over Carlos Sainz. Imagine if they'd picked Carlos Sainz, back then, maybe Verstappen would be in the same situation Carlos Sainz finds himself right now.
And maybe he might change cars to maybe McLaren.
Possibly, although, it depends, because right now McLaren, they have a really harmonious, what's the word? Environment with their two drivers, and well, obviously 2021 will tell us whether they get a bit too close or what not. Anyways, onto our 2021 driver championship. There's only one driver to go. I think he's the GOAT.
Nah, he's definitely not the GOAT. 100% not the
He's
GOAT.
the GOAT. He's
Do
the
you
GOAT.
not like?
He's the GOAT.
No, wait.
He's the GOAT. He's
Hamilton.
the GOAT. Hey, what do you say about him? After lockdown, I'm coming for you, mate. I'm coming for you.
Come on. Nah, I'm joking. He's a good. Yeah, he's one of the best, I think. As we all see, he's just he can have no tires and he'll still win a race. Honestly,
On three wheels.
I know. And on 3 he will drift around corners just to win the race on 2 tires.
If it's just the two rear tires, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Even if he goes to the pits, nah, don't worry. I've got more life on the tires. But
It's
that's
just about consistency. That's what Valtteri Bottas lacks. Bottas, one race, one good race, and that was the first one at Austria.
yeah.
Season.
Yeah, and that is just to wrap it up. Hamilton's probably one of the best drivers.
Going for number 8 this year.
I know, hopefully not.
Hopefully so.
Just to wrap it up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about the video, and we're still getting there about the old YouTube thing. So sorry about the old stuttering and we're getting there. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress.
Mm-hmm. But that is to wrap it up. And next video, we'll maybe talking about what FIFA 22 brings.
Exactly. FIFA 21, as good as FIFA 21 has been, sort of, except the pack opening. Let's not talk about the pack opening.
We do not.
Spend £12 on a DePaul for
Oh,
Udinese.
but that's just shambles, and that literally sums up my FIFA career. So, and we're gonna have to wrap up the video, and we'll see you next time. F1FC
Out.
out. It's just a thingy. Different corners.